Hi all, this is Kelly with the Appalachia Booksmith, and this is my submission for Carol Tinson's Lapbook Challenge. It's pretty much going to be impossible to get all of this in the video at once. So do the best I can. So mine is quite the chunky monkey. Got a little out of hand. I'm telling you right now, this is one of the hardest things I've ever done. I've done curved spines, I've done all kinds of stuff. This was the hardest thing I've ever done. So I will link the how to make the form for this, or the pattern for it that you then build your stuff on with this video. So the first part, I have a Tim Holtz character, and I've got a tucky spot here, I've got a pocket here, and there's also a tucky spot back here. So there's 3 places to stash things on the front. I have it tied with cotton, and then you open it up. I'm gonna have to slide it, it's the only way it's gonna get in here. And I went ahead and just kind of put a top tuck pocket, and it's just got some basic journaling cards, tucked up into that pocket. And then if we slide this way, this first flap, it has a pocket and it has a pretty big journaling card. Now, throughout this folio, I used this very thick board, and it is from these. These are file folders that were used at my school when they were throwing them out because they got rid of the filing system, and they're really thick. They're probably twice as thick and twice as sturdy as the regular file folders that we made these out of. So this is going to open, and when it opens, these are those 3 flaps that we made with the template. So my first flap, I covered it with those harder folders, and I just put a little tag in there because this is a tucky spot. It's the whole length. And then you open up this one, and on the back there's another little tucky spot, and I have a little opening up, little place to journal, some old music paper. And then the other side has these cute little bag pockets, and you can pull out, there's little papers in there, and they just go all right back in those bags. And these are literally little miniature, almost like grocery bags. This is a double pocket, so we have a tucky here, and this is actually a little envelope, and it's got a little piece of paper in it. And then I have a simple tag back in this one. And this is vintage lace, as was this. So once you open this, you have the next 2 flaps, and I put a journal in there, which is my thing, junk journals. And it has vintage laces. I also went ahead and put fabric here. I put it in as many of the spines as I could because I'm really not sure how well the file folders hold up. And so this actually comes out completely because it is hard to write in these. Originally I was sewing it in, and it is, the signature is sewn together, and it's mostly just paper to write on. Actually, it is just paper to write on. And then when you're done writing, it just slides back in. I had originally used a rubber band, not a rubber band, I'm sorry, elastic cord. And I just thought the elastic cord it didn't fit the look of the book. So, and also again, I put the fabric on the back of this signature for integrity to make sure that it lasts. So once you turn this, you now have the back side of that, and I made 3 little cascading pockets, and each of the cascading pockets has one of those little grocery bags in it that are decorated. And there's so much stuff in this folio that I just didn't even put anything in these. I figure if they don't want to put those back in, whoever gets this doesn't have to, or they can put them in, they can put paper in them, they can put them elsewhere, totally up to them. So now we are at the middle section, and I made 2 envelopes out of really old, like 80, 90-year-old music paper, and decorated them. And inside of them, I actually have extras from making this, all the extra papers. And I have some old paper like this, oh, I don't even know what you call it, but I use that in the journal part of it. And so I took the leftover pieces and just put them inside a pocket. So each pocket has stuff like that, leftover pages and papers from making the journal. Now you open this up, and on this side, you have these pockets, and I have 2 tags in there, and they're made out of envelopes I made. And even the 2 that are open, they actually can hold paper. So these go in here. And then you open this up, and you have a little pocket here. And then I just put some really basic journaling cards in here, and it's just 3 pockets. And again, just really, this thing was getting so chunky. I was trying to conserve some space. It didn't want to shut anymore. And then in this spine, which I also put fabric on the inside and out to protect it, in this spine I have 2 little journals, and these journals come off or come out of there, and they're made with torn paper, and they're pretty much the same. They're decorated a little different on the outside and I think their middle paper is different, but that's it. Everything else is the same. And these can be changed out. You can put a small book in. You can just fold paper over in there if you wanted to. Now, in the middle opens up. And in the middle, I love this paper. I left this plain. And in the middle, you have this, which on a belly band. And this is simply just a little notebook. And I put fabric up here again to protect that spine. And I did sew them together by hand, and then I just decorated them on the outside. Here we have 2 cards, or 2 tags, I'm sorry. And then if you slide this way, this piece opens, and again, you have another one of those little notebooks on a belly band. And I doubt they're both gonna show up, but they're kind of matching each other. They're pretty cool. So this closes. And we're gonna slide over here, and we'll close up these books. And, oh, I'm sorry, forgot about this. Where this here folded out, that was an envelope. And in here, again, I put extra papers left over, ledger paper, that's what I was looking for, different types of ledger paper, doilies, anything so that if someone wants to make another pocket, another tuck spot, they've got that to use. So shut this, and then this goes over here, and on this side, just a huge pocket with a very large journaling card. I love this. Again, made from that stiffer file, I don't know, file folders or what they are. And then I just made a simple journaling card, little fabric on the top. I love the fabric. I use that fabric throughout. And then it's like a jigsaw puzzle, like I think Carol said that in her video. This goes over here, this goes down, this goes over, and then you flip it over and you have this on the back. This thing got so chunky in the last hour that the magnet's sticking now. It wasn't sticking a little bit ago, but I found larger magnets, so this evening I'm gonna have to put some bigger magnets in this. So if you open this up, all I did was put another one of those ginormous journaling cards. So this was definitely a challenge for me. I almost didn't finish it because I was getting incredibly frustrated, and I thought it would just take me a few days, and it hasn't. I've worked on it for a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. It's very time consuming. I think I used almost an entire bottle of glue. So I highly recommend you try it. It really challenges you, and it was worth it. It really was. Whether I make another one, I'm not really sure. I did find some pastel file folders. I went ahead and bought them just in case, so I could do something where I wouldn't have to do all the inking. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you go visit Carol's channel, and I hope you subscribe to Carol's channel. She's pretty awesome.